Oh, hi, it's Ed, and welcome. And today I thought I was going to do something a bit different. And for this and a few other videos to follow, I'm going to talk a little bit more about myself, where I come from, the different things I've done in my life, and particularly I want to talk today about apprenticeships. Because when you're starting your online journey, or when you're in your online journey and it's not going so well, um, you need to think back about how you started and where you're going to start from, and doing an apprenticeship, as I have done in the past. In fact, that's me in my younger days when I was a farrier. I've shod horses around the world. I started in the UK and went to Canada. I've been into the United States and eventually here in Spain. But to be able to do all those things and shoe for the Queen and shoe a Grand National winner as I did, and so on, to get into the position to do that and show Canadian Olympic show jumping horses I've shod in the past, but to be able to get into that position, first of all, you've got to start at the bottom, at the apprentice level. What I mean by that is that when you pick up your tools, and in this case we talk about internet tools, or you're shown different tools by different people, you need to just sort out the basic tools that you need for the job, and you get used to using those so that they become second nature in your hands, on your computers, on your screen, making videos like I'm doing now. So it becomes second nature to you. So before you move on to the next step, whatever that happens to be for you, or whatever you think it may be for you, you need to get some of your groundwork right. So with that in mind, you have to think about the goals that you're going for and keeping a focus to get there. But if you were doing an apprenticeship as I did and ended up with a qualification at the end of it, there is no qualification that anybody's going to give you, particularly unless you go on a course. But you could give yourself a PhD. And what I mean by that is, as long as you persevere, hustle, and dedicate yourself to what you're going to do to get to your goals, you'll have a PhD. You need patience. P is for patience. You need to do the things, learn the steps that you're going to take, do them step by step, day by day, consistently, and have patience in getting the results that you're after. If you start having shiny object syndrome, or chasing one opportunity after another, or chasing one technique after another, you'll fail, or it'll take you a lot longer to get to the end of your goal. Sorry. So manage your expectations and be patient. How long it's going to take you. Set your goals down. Write your goals down. I want to achieve XYZ in XYZ months or years, whatever it happens to be. But write it down and have it handy so you can look at it. Make your goals small to start with, achievable to start with, and then get them bigger and bigger. Don't just start, I want to make $1 million. That's not going to work. Okay, you've got to say, I want to make $10,000 a month within 3 months or within 6 months, whatever it is, and write it down and keep reminding yourself of it. It really helps. Okay, so when you are going to have problems along the way and setbacks. We all do. Everybody does. Even ongoing, you have setbacks. It's the nature of business. It's the nature of life. But when you get to that stage, you've got to pick yourself up, dust yourself down, get back on the horse, as it were, get back in the saddle. You need to redouble your efforts. That's what I mean by hustling. That's the H of your PhD. H for hustle. Okay, so you just got to hustle yourself and get going again, and get the momentum going again. If you fall by the wayside a little bit, just get back on track and keep going. Okay, so the D of PhD is for dedication. you've got to be dedicated to what you're doing. You've got to be hungry for it. If you're hungry enough, you'll do it. If you've got a good why, it's another thing to write down is your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourself through the torture of not being able to make any money online? It's a learning curve. You know, it's an apprenticeship. Allow yourself to do your apprenticeship. Allow yourself to make your mistakes. Be kind to yourself, and just go on. Have your vision, have your focus, and feel that hunger as you go every day towards your goal. Okay, so that's my little chat on apprenticeships, and we'll carry on a little bit more about this in another video. Okay, that's Ed saying goodbye to you, and thanks very much for taking the time to watch. If you want to connect with me on Facebook or here on YouTube, you'll find links in the description below. Okay, thanks again, Ed Kirwan again saying bye-bye. See you again. Bye-bye.